I know how addicting drugs can be, and I'll get into my personal view on drugs later, but it's like I was doing weed every day for a couple years, coke every day for a month or two, and ecstasy and different stuff, but like it starts to just be a thing to get by. It's like you just keep doing more and more, and you're not even, it's just not even giving you what it used to. It's like, just take it, test yourself, see how far you can go, how long you can wait before you do it, and then when you finally do it, you'll realize how good it is, and then you'll start to, just wait more and more as time goes on. But drugs aren't the only addiction that are a problem, A lot of people suffer with really bad addiction to food. You can do the same thing with food. Just don't stop eating, just eat less and less, if you have a problem with addiction. Another addiction that people don't think about as much is addiction to emotions, whether it's anger, stress, there's all different kinds of. I used to suffer with addiction to my emotions. I would get angry and stressed out, and those are just as big of killers as drugs and obesity. I don't think those things are bad, food or drugs, but when they're in control of you, that's when there's a problem. Many people think they can't control addictions, but you have a lot more power to control things than you think, It's just, you have to start to take control, once you learn, it's really simple. And one addiction can easily lead to another addiction, especially if you're addicted to emotions. It's like a lot of people will start to eat heavily or use drugs heavily, It's a process that kills a lot of people. I know this has been a pretty heavy show, but I'll be lining things up shortly. A toast to freeing ourselves of addiction. Once you learn the key, you can do stuff without getting addicted. You might fall back into a pattern for a little while, but you'll always pull out. And another thing, always mix it up, a pattern is what creates the problem, usually. Because your body gets used to doing that on a day, it gets used to the pattern. Stop making excuses to get out of your cycle. I always made excuses of why I was doing drugs. I had even good reasons. My first year of high school, I got something called Guillain-Barré syndrome, which paralyzed me I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk. I had to retrain myself to do everything. And that was my excuse, that and depression and stuff. And sometimes just I was bored, but you can stop, you're not helping yourself by just continuing on in the pattern you've created. By doing this, you will use your addiction to fight your addiction.